Hello and welcome to my channel. If you are a subscriber, welcome back. Thank you so much for being here. So here in the world of savvy luxury, we like to buy things on sale. I mean, what's the point of paying full price for something that's likely to go on sale, towards the end of the season? But today I want to caution you against buying certain items on sale. And I think I'm just making this video for myself as well, because I find all of these items very, very tempting. But at the end of the day, I do not think that we should be spending our hard earned money on these particular items. So if you're ready for the 5 things I think you should avoid buying on sale, let's go. All right, item number one that I think you should avoid are uncomfortable shoes, or shoes that look like they're going to be uncomfortable if you're shopping online. I mean, I know, look, it might be a difficult one because it's difficult to maybe tell just by looking at the shoes or even trying them on what's going to be comfortable, what's going to be uncomfortable. But let me show you kind of an example from my own collection. So I've got these, fairly, I guess, famous Mac and Mac shoes that I actually bought on sale from Shop Bob a couple of years ago. So I didn't pay full price for them, and I was really happy about that. I think the shoes are cool. I think they look really cool, and you can really incorporate them in your wardrobe in a nice and interesting way. But the maximum that I can do in these shoes is walk out of a car, sit down at a dinner, sit at the table, and then get up and walk back to the car. And even at that stage, my feet are actually killing me. I bought the shoes online, so I wasn't really sure how comfortable or uncomfortable they're going to be. But honestly, at the end of the day, these shoes are basically a murder. I like wearing them. I like the way they look, but there is no chance in hell I could ever actually stand, for example, at an event in these shoes. Yeah. Let me know if you have these shoes and let me know what your experience is like. And let me show you some examples that I found online. For example, there is this Versace pair. These are stiletto heels, 110 millimeters. And the heel is also kind of bending inward. So I have no idea how stable these shoes are actually going to be. And just look at the front strap of the shoe. It just looks like it's something that's going to dig into your skin, and it's going to be super painful to stand or walk in these particular shoes. Now, they retail for about 60% of the original price, I think. And if you actually look on the website, there's so many sizes that are still available. So, I mean, no wonder I think people are looking at these shoes and actually, thinking, am I going to be able to wear them effectively? So I wouldn't really spend my money on shoes like this, even though they look very attractive. And of course, if you look at high-heeled shoes, there's so many of them that end up on sale, and the choice is just really so diverse, and all of them look so incredibly pretty and so attractive. But again, I would caution you and would ask you to think twice before buying shoes like this. An honorable mention here goes to PVC shoes. There are so many of them from Amina Muadi that end up on sale, and I'm going to show some on the screen right here. But again, PVC shoes have been really popular recently. But when I look at them, there are two things I'm really concerned about. First is the fact that PVC doesn't let any air through, so I feel like it's just gonna be extremely hot and uncomfortable wearing these shoes in the summer. The second point is that PVC is not leather, so it doesn't adjust to your foot. So once again, I feel like all the edges and all the straps are going to be digging into your skin, digging into your feet. That's just not a pleasant feeling at all. Once again, let me know if you actually wear PVC shoes and if you think that they are comfortable or if you think that they are worthwhile. Plus, for the prices that we actually see, once again, I think it's possible to get something that is actually made out of leather, on sale, maybe not from Amin Muadi, but from a different brand. And I think it would be a much better investment. And by the way, my name is Lisa, and I'm your guide to savvy luxury shopping no matter where in the world you are. Subscribe to my channel to learn more about strategic luxury shopping with the emphasis on quality and timelessness of your items. Item number two I would avoid buying on sale is anything in neon colors. Look, I think there is a difference between bright colors and neon colors. So I do not mind, for example, yellow, but I do mind neon yellow. And the same thing, there is a difference between like pink and like neon pink. And when I talk about neon colors, that's colors in clothing, but also colors in shoes. And here, I think a couple of things. First of all, I feel like we are more likely to get tired of these particular really bright neon colors very quickly. So it seems like we're not going to be wearing this type of stuff very often, unless this is really kind of your particular style. And I do not want to spend money on something that I'm not gonna wear enough to justify the high cost of a luxury or designer item. Point number two here is that I don't think neon colors actually suit very well to everybody. I think you need to have a very contrasting complexion in order to be able to wear neon colors well. And maybe another point to consider is that I really think that neon colors, even neon colored shoes, are actually very difficult to style. They don't work the same way as a regular pop of color. At least that's what I think based on my experience. So just because I feel like we are not going to get enough use out of anything that we buy in neon colors, I think these are the type of items we should stay away from and avoid buying them on sale. Item number three we should avoid buying on sale are clothes made from synthetic fabrics. So I'm going to link a video up here where I generally speaking talk about the 5 questions that we should ask ourselves before buying designer ready to wear. And in that video, I really talk a lot about the fabric composition and which fabrics are really worth it. And especially when we shop on sale, sometimes we might not be just as attentive because the price is just too good and we want to snag a good deal. But I would really caution you guys and ask you, go ahead and look at that fabric composition even when you might be rushing or, buying something on sale. So let me show you an example here. There is this kaftan from Versace that is, available on sale right now on several different websites. And when I first looked at it, I was like, oh, well, that's an interesting item. A kaftan, kind of like a cover up. I can wear it to the beach, to the swimming pool, probably for many years. I feel like this type of print is a bit, classic for Versace. I was like, what an interesting item, maybe something that I should consider. And then I scrolled down in the description of this item, and it actually says that this kaftan is 100% polyester. Just imagine wearing something that's like a cover up that's 100% polyester in the summer. I really do not want this particular fabric, against my body. And the reason that I thought that it was not polyester is because Versace has very similar button-up shirts, with the same design and the same print, in the same type of, colorway, but those shirts are actually 100% silk. So I just assumed that a kaftan like this or a cover up like this will also be 100% silk, but it's really not the case. So once again, I would caution you, be very attentive when you look at the description of items, especially when you're buying something on sale. Another example I have here is also an example from Versace, and this is this white coat. A very cute coat, right? I also looked at it and I thought, that would be just so nice. I mean, I know white is very difficult to wear just because, especially if you're driving or something or walking around a lot, white in the winter can get dirty. But I thought it would be an interesting coat to consider for winter. And then I looked at the fabric composition, and this coat is mostly viscose. Now, viscose is really not that bad, because it is partially derived from cellulose, but still, for this particular price, I can actually get a winter coat made out of wool or cashmere and not viscose. So I wouldn't spend my money on this particular coat either. So once again, pay attention, look at the fabric composition when you're buying things on sale, and do not spend your money on things that are made out of synthetic fabrics. The next set of items I would avoid buying on sale are things I would not pay a full price for. Now, I know that's a difficult one, and I really like to sit and look at things and actually wait, for them to go on sale. But what I prefer doing is actually picking out some of my favorites, favorite ready-to-wear shoes, etc. And then I put those items into my wish lists on a number of different websites where I tend to shop. And then when the sale comes around, I usually get a notification, an email from that particular website telling me that one of the items in my wish list has dropped in price. Then I can get into my wish list and actually consider buying that particular item. I think it's very tempting to just start scrolling through items on sale, looking at some of the cheapest options, some of the options with the highest discount, and kind of talking yourself into buying them because we feel that we are saving a lot of money, and we feel that perhaps we are spending money in a very frugal way. But in reality, oftentimes we end up buying a lot of things that we do not need and we do not use, so we really do not get a reasonable cost per wear. So instead, I usually have very extensive wish lists in a number of websites where I regularly shop. And then when certain items go on sale, I sort of make a secondary decision of whether I still want that item and whether I'm willing to spend the money to buy it. Or I might actually make a decision to wait a little bit longer and perhaps wait when there is an additional 10, 20, or 30% off that is added to sale at the end of the season. All right, item number 5 I think you should avoid buying on sale are special occasion dresses or special occasion items. Now, listen to me here. If your life is different than mine, which it might be, and you're constantly going out, going to fancy dinners, maybe, I don't know, going on cruises or something like this, some type of events, if you have a ton of weddings to go to, then perhaps it is very wise to invest into special occasion items when they are on sale. But for me, I wouldn't really use this type of items very often. And sometimes when a specific occasion actually comes, we are tempted to shop for that specific occasion. We forget that we already bought something, or we think that something that we bought on sale perhaps doesn't fit this particular occasion, so we end up shopping again. For that reason, I think we should, as a general rule, avoid buying special occasion items on sale, even though they might look really nice, they might be really tempting. I tend to look a lot at all of these dresses and gowns. But at the end of the day, I want to ask myself a question. How much wear am I going to get out of this particular gown? And if the answer is only something once or twice per year, that I don't necessarily want to spend so much money on that particular purchase. Now, let me illustrate and show you a couple of gowns here. I actually really like these dresses, and I'm going to link them down in the description below, because I generally think, the price for them when it comes to the luxury prices is very good right now. But again, if you're just looking to, maybe buy something on sale, I don't think these are the best choices. I mean, because the cost per wear for these items is still going to be very, very high. So let's look at this Balmain gown. I think it looks amazing. I mean, just the fit and the cut and the construction of that dress really looks impeccable, or at least when I look at this particular, set of pictures on the model. I also find, Balmain buttons to be just kind of classic in nature. I like the cut, it's black, so it's a wonderful dress. Plus, it was retailing for $7,500, and now it has been discounted to $3,000. So it kind of sounds like, wow, you would be actually saving so much money buying this dress at this particular stage. But I would ask myself a question: when am I likely to wear a dress like this? And my answer is going to be probably once a year, maybe for New Year's, because it also looks like something I would wear in the winter or the fall season only. So if I look at the price tag of $3,000, I would much rather spend those $3,000 maybe on a piece of outerwear or a handbag. So something that I'm gonna wear much more frequently as opposed to a gown like this. Let me show you another example from Armani. I also love this dress. It's fully sequined. I just love this kind of bluish color. It has a plunge neckline, but it's kind of done tastefully. It's like not overly sexualized. And I think that's just a mark of a great design. And once again, right now, it comes at such a great price, right? The discount is great. But I would ask myself a question once again: when am I likely to wear a dress like this? And the answer is probably going to be like at best once per year, once again, maybe for New Year's, and that's it. So I would rather take this money and once again spend the money on something that I'm going to wear more often during the year. And then another example, let's look at this kind of summery whitish dress from Elie Saab, I believe a Lebanese designer. I also love the cut of this particular dress. It's cotton, it's got some embroidery going on, kind of like a full skirt. I mean, it's a beautiful dress. But it's definitely a summer dress only, right? So you're already limiting yourself to how many times per year you can actually wear it. I mean, what happens in the summer? We often go to weddings, but this dress is a little bit too white to wear for a wedding. I wouldn't do that. So then, even further, we are limited as to when we can wear a dress like this. Okay, maybe you would want to wear it on a holiday, but I feel like, no matter how much you pack, this dress is a bit too large to pack when you're going on a vacation. So once again, looking at the amount of money, I would rather spend that money maybe on a piece of outerwear or maybe on a dress that doesn't look like a special occasion dress, but looks like a simpler dress, that has kind of a different purpose in my life, a dress that I can actually wear, on a number of different occasions and perhaps not just in the summer, but throughout the year. All right, that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. What did you think about these items? Would you actually buy any of them on sale? Would you pay the full price for any of these items? And by the way, I do think that there are quite a few items that we can actually get on sale, and it is a good idea. So I'm going to link another video up here where you can see the type of items I think we should be buying on sale. But for now, thank you so much for watching, and bye-bye.